房产的上市售价呢是287万美金，目前呢3处 unit， 1处是有房客的，2处是 vacant 的状态。那这个房子呢位于 Corona Del Mar 一个非常不错的地理位置，几步之遥便可以到达我们的大海。那整个房屋的尺寸呢，还有 upgrade 的 condition 也是非常好的。今天呢，我们有幸的请到了我们的 listing agent Patrick， 所以等一下呢，我们会请他给我们做一些基本的房屋介绍。What do you think like this property has like the most valuable thing to you, like as of like rental or like as of environment?
Sure. Well, first of all, I think most people look broader than where they are physically living to what the community is like.
Yes.
So we live in just a fantastic area of California. You really can't get it better than
Golden
this.
State, the beach.
I mean, we're 3 blocks from the water. We have one of the all-time great shopping malls. We have an airport that flies anywhere in the country,
Yes.
all within 10 minutes. I mean, and then you have up and down the street, restaurants, bars, shops, retail. I mean, it's really the old phrase used to be yuppie. This is like a yuppie environment.
Yes.
Young, upward, mobile, people, young professionals.
Yes, that's really true. And also the neighborhood, you can see the neighborhood is like really quiet, very, very convenient, and also the trees and the beach is like blocks away. It's just amazing place to live in.
Well, it's a very affluent area. I mean, the average home in this area is $1.8 million.
Wow.
The average one.
Wow.
So you can imagine the people that can afford this, what they like to do, how they like to live. Those homes are surrounding this are just beautifully landscaped and all taken care of.
So what is like approximately like monthly rent to like this unit?
Well, this unit, and these are, there's 3 of them in this building. They're all basically identical in terms of functionality and size. 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, a kitchen, dining area, etc. And so these currently are renting for $3,200 a month, times 12 is roughly $38,000, $39,000, whatever that works out to be. And that's at the low end of the scale in this area. And so rents go up to, in the summertime, rents go up to $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month easy, not for this type of property, but for something a little closer to the water, a little more elegant. But it's a very lucrative type of business, and really the rent actually determines the purchase price.
Yes, and it's very stable.
It is, and so you have an asset that is appreciating because of inflation. So even if you just let
That's a good point.
and you have the renters paying your mortgage for
That's
you.
True. That's true.
So it works out, and with the appreciation in this area, rents and real estate are going up, 4 or 5. 10% in the last 12 months.
Wow.
10 to 15% in the last
I think
12
almost
months.
20 in some 20% in some
Yeah,
areas.
4% is like the old days.
Yes.
It's really going
Not
crazy.
anymore.
Well, if you can find something to buy, that would be the
It's
first
the best
step.
investment for now for the real estate. Everybody invests in real estate for the.
Well, there's so much protection around this part of California from an environmental standpoint. You're not going to get any big buildings. You're not going to get any type of destruction going on within the community. So it's only going to get better.
Yes, and it's so easy to rent. I consider like the vacancy rate is really low like in this neighborhood. Yes. How about like the maintenance, like the property tax and HOA and those stuff,
Well, this particular unit has a very small HOA. There is a community pool, and they do take care of some of the landscaping. Everything else is taken care of by the landlord. The tenants actually pay the gas and electric, so the cost to the landlord is maybe $200 to $300 a month.
Oh.
The rest of it is on the tenant, and given the fact that they have a deposit, any maintenance required when they leave, we just take out of their deposit.
And they are paying off for people.
Right. So it's a way, and if it appreciates, so you have somebody else paying your obligation, and the market force is driving the price up. It's a really good combination. And then, at least in the United States, these are very tax preferred investments because you can write off some of the depreciation of the asset. It gets a little complicated, but they're really good. It's a really good financial concept.
Yeah, when you're ready to walk away, you walk away with a lot of cash. Right?
There's nothing wrong.
That's true. How about like short-term rental, like Airbnb? Because for a house like next to the beach, can we do short-term rental on this?
Well, it depends on the community, but you can, and sometimes the HOA. There's no restriction on this HOA.
Oh, that's perfect.
But on the other hand, the community, short-term rentals here, there are permits for that. And anything under 31 days, you need a permit. But I mean, renting for 31 days is really easy, and you can get 2 or 3 times the rent on a monthly basis that you in the summer that you get on an annual basis.
Yeah, it's very seasonal.
And then a lot of our, excuse me, interrupting. A lot of our owners will do some of that. They will rent things out on a short-term basis, because then they can use it when it's not occupied, and or they just schedule June, July for themselves, you know, and then let everybody else. Right. So there's lots of ways to do it.
Yeah, they can always reserve 1 unit for themselves. To be
Right.
A seasonal vacation home. Yeah, that's perfect. So this unit.
Well, maybe you should buy it.
I'm considering I'm buying another house in nearby.
Okay.
So did you do like any upgrades recently? Upgrades to this?
So on the far unit, we upgraded the upstairs flooring. On this unit and the next unit, we put in air conditioning on the upper level.
Oh.
So we're doing that to, again, if you go back to my concept of if you could raise the rent, you increase the value. Like
it's already rented out for May.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. So it's like less than 1 month vacancy rate for this, I think?
Well, yes.
Okay, how about the schools? Are these like coastal schools?
These are, I mean, especially this area. Laguna Beach, Corona Del Mar, and Newport have tremendous public schools. I mean, really, really good. And you can tell by the ratings, they rate all these kind of things. But in addition to that, they have some really terrific private schools.
So it basically gives the renter all the things they want: the community, the pools, the beach, the schools, and also the culture. So that's why they rent the house, right?
It's an easy job.
It's an easy job. So thank you, Patrick, for giving us like this amazing introduction. 我们感谢 listing agent Patrick 今天给我们做了这个非常好的介绍。那我们3个 unit 这边已经出租了，现在的和旁边的5月份就是可以出租。那这边的空置率呢是在1个月之内的，而且 maintain 是非常好维护打理的，地税很低，物业也很低。而且这边物业呢是不管你做短期租赁呢，就是说你可以去做1个月左右的去短期出租。那这样 during summertime 的时候，在夏季出租这个租金呢其实是可以翻倍的哦。而且这边的空置率非常低，好打理，附近的学区、邻里社会，还有旁边的这些人文环境都是非常不错的。那 Corona Del Mar 呢，一直都是我们黄金海岸一个非常受欢迎的城市，所以在这边呢投资一栋投资房产3个 unit 一点都不会错哦。那这边会增值，会保值，而且你的租客在为你付房贷，你还在等什么呢？赶快来我们这边进行咨询吧。